Fuck, my head still looks square. I'm not starting this again. Hi everyone! We just came out of the amazing Spider-Man bat thing guy.
Spider-Boy.
Spider-Pig.
Spider-Man.
Go away, you're not in this
here.
vlog.
Go away.
No, you're my ride home. I'm not sitting quietly for 2 hours while you rant about Spider-Man in the back.
Yep, so yes, joining us for this vlog, which may become actually a running thing, is... Well, obviously we have me, Arnicarian.
Hi.
No, me, Arnicarian. Who are you?
I'm Amanda Hagan.
Okay, and this is the Avatar of Decent Humour.
Oh, so it's the cinema snob.
Not enough beard. And last time I had popcorn and he had cockporn. I have candy floss.
And I have silk panties.
Although
I wasn't supposed to, you were supposed to say I have cotton candy. I don't know how the joke work.
No.
Fine.
So yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man.
I remember Andrew Garfield when he was in Sugar Rush, which I'm going to have in a few minutes. But I remember Andrew Garfield in Sugar Rush when he was lusting after a teenage lesbian. It was great.
That was very similar in this film. I mean, Gwen Stacy did kind of prove she swung both ways.
That's true. Always appreciative of the random lesbian scenes that no one else sees in films we watch.
Yeah. I like lesbian scenes.
Why was there liquid nitrogen on the roof?
There was
What? Yeah.
Why?
Well, you see, they can't keep it in the lab because they have...
We forgot to put on the microphone.
Well, that's going to sound a little bit shitty, but that's okay. Do we want to start again?
No.
Nah,
There was liquid nitrogen on the roof because they have a history of people going mental in Oscorp and becoming mutant, avenging villain things. I mean, just look at the first 3 Spider-Man films. Or were they retconned? This is a new Spider-Man. The old 3 still exist.
This one would have been better if it was rejigged, but it just was Spider-Man 4, or they just didn't do the origin thing. And you know, in the comics, Spider-Man's fucking parents, apart from being never mentioned because who gives a shit about their parents, they were fucking spies. They weren't scientists, they were spies.
Well, it didn't say they weren't spies.
True. He was a high-tech special geneticist guy, and she was
A woman.
a leather goods salesperson.
They were both spies in the comics, and they hung out with Wolverine before he became Wolverine. They worked for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wolverine is awesome.
Really? Didn't know that storyline.
Yeah, well, it was mentioned, shown in flashback.
I thought the scene of Spider-Man pulling the bathroom apart was very reminiscent of X-Men Origins Wolverine.
But better, because X-Men
was
Origins
really
Wolverine was
amusing.
terrible.
He sprayed the toothpaste on the mirror, and he's just like, I'm going, the fuck? Okay, I'm too tired for this shit. I'll just take it off the mirror, and then everything starts to fall apart, and he starts getting freaked out.
This is like Web.
Also, there was a scene of him smoking weed that we didn't see, because whenever he came home, that wasn't a result of a spider bite. That was just fucking munchies.
Oh, no.
That was just, I'll have this meatloaf and this pasta, this ice cream, and this tub of mayonnaise, and I'll just eat it all. That was just munchies.
And the frozen mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Why would they freeze a Big Mac and add cheese to it? Why would they do that? Americans are silly.
I'm not even going to bother to correct her, because I don't know whether she's wrong or just being stupid for the sake of comedy. This I'm going to assume stupid for the sake of comedy.
Blah, blah, blah.
I want to lick your face.
No.
Sweetie, off camera. We've agreed to this.
No, but the soundtrack in this film was good, don't get me wrong, it was really good. But if you can imagine ever watching Requiem for a Dream or hearing Ave Maria again without that soundtrack sort of popping into your head, you're wrong. It was Requiem with a Dream crossed with the main theme from Ave Maria.
Honestly, I didn't find the soundtrack all that memorable.
It wasn't memorable, but it was very annoying every time it went into...
Yeah, Spider-Man has one memorable bit of music, and that was...
Spider-Man,
Quite.
does whatever a Spider-Man can.
Also, and in my opinion, the best Stan Lee cameo so far.
Yeah, that was almost up there with Wolverine in X-Men Origins. No, sorry, X-Men First Class.
Which was X-Men Origins.
Yeah, but X-Men First Class.
Origin of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Why was there liquid nitrogen on the ceiling?
Right, the only reason I can think it would be there is if they had to keep the transmitter equipment cool. However, it's at the top of what, 170-story building. It's already fucking cold up there.
No, it's to power the staff fridge.
Ah, okay.
How come Spider-Man gets slashed across the chest, you know, really, really deep, you know, like inches of skin missing, and he's fine. And then he falls into a sewer, and he fights in a sewer, and then he goes into another part of the sewer, and then fights there, and then fights there, and fights there, and goes to another part of the sewer, and then ends up in an outside sewer. And he's perfectly fine, but he gets shot in the leg, and he turns into a whiny little bastard. And
From
also,
Northern Ireland, you know about getting shot in the leg.
crane scene. Fuck you, crane guys.
It was stupid, but it wasn't as bad as people are saying.
It wasn't as bad as people are saying. If you're looking at the physics of the pendulum swing, having direct points to swing at would be better. Going from building to building is inefficient, yada yada yada.
However, an entire...
It's supposed to have the moral that you do something good for someone will pay you back.
yeah,
with
you
a
do something
deed.
good for someone, 25 or so people will risk their lives to do something good that may or may not work back. On the off chance that they could probably help you.
Fucking crane scene.
It was a little silly. You can see where they're going with it, but it was a little
Worst
silly.
Spider-Man scene ever.
Hey. Hey.
Including fighting ninjas in the 70s show.
I'm including
Wait,
Peter
what?
Parker.
Including the time he went to another planet in the 60s cartoon.
emo hair.
Dancing down the street?
Emo hair
Yes.
dancing down the street.
Yes.
No.
The point of that was to show he was a douche. And he was a nerd. And he was crap.
Hey,
And he was trying to be cool in a crap way, which obviously came off as being just crap in general, which it was. And I understand why it was terrible, because it was terrible. But this was worse.
This was really
this
Peter
was
Parker.
aiming for greatness, and it was shit. The other one was aiming for shit, and was shit.
Oh, also, do you like the way that they just showed off that he was a nerd by how he had a remote-controlled door lock?
I had a remote control.
I did not
door.
like that.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of elbowed in just to show that he knew what he was doing with electronics.
Meh.
You already did that with the washing machine.
They already did that with the fucking web. And
Well,
the
they had to
fact
say-
that he was able to correct and fucking DNA biologist in his own fucking field.
No, technology is different from biology.
Yeah.
But
Here's my thing.
He couldn't correct him because of himself. That was because he just read his dad's notes.
That's true, actually.
No,
Now,
I'm
the
talking
web-
about the intern scene. He did, 4 hours of research and he was a fucking expert.
No, he just quoted what his dad said. Because
He
his
did.
dad had worked it out and he couldn't.
Oh.
But then the guy let him in to push buttons, really.
I
That
like
was it.
you into push buttons.
But here's the thing. He used the little pellets of the bio-steel web, right, to make his shooter. He obviously had to steal those from Oscorp because they had a really big-ass machine and a room full of little spiders to make that little pellet.
Why did no one else get bitten? Someone's going to have
Because
to go there at some point.
There was biohazard suits. I noticed this. There was biohazard suits. And then there was also a big sign on the door, must be suited to enter this area.
And he went in anyway.
So he went in there without
He was a
the
fucking
protective
idiot.
suit.
That guy's
Yes.
a walking Darwin Award.
Yes, he was.
He was.
Also, he just kind of stood there while the spiders rained on him.
Also, it was established that it was 2012. This is going to be a thing I notice in all movies now, because I'm a camera nerd. But he was shooting in 2012 with a Pentax 35mm SLR. What the fuck? If you can afford a camera like that, you can afford a DSLR from Canon or Nikon. I don't care which one. Don't shoot with a fucking Pentax 35mm and then print them over large prints.
I must think.
Then digitally touch them up on a PC. What?
Also, the poor fella, he had a CRT monitor.
And the poor guy. Okay, Dennis Leary, as soon as he's dead, he's going to heaven, obviously, of some sort. And Bill Hicks is going to break his legs for stealing his material. Hey, well,
Also, there was more shots of Spider-Man without a mask in this for 2 months.
Yeah, there's
But-
way too much. There's in the era of the camera phones, even the police helicopter, there are going to be dozens of pictures.
that's true.
Especially when he was in the street with the police officers. There were tons of people around. They've got the camera phones out. They've got his face.
Especially when he was fucking about and climbing up the Oscorp Tower
In
and
the subway.
the subway,
At the very start.
which has nothing but CCTV everywhere. Oscorp Tower, which I assume has their own security system.
He took his mask off for absolutely no reason in the school.
Yeah. The mask of the school, that one was done for no reason at all, story-wise.
The only one I can really
with the-
forgive is the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the police, he waited till the mask was off before he actually did anything, which was just a walking Darwin Award again. And also, this is the big question. No. These are all fine nitpicks and stuff. The big issue. This kid, whenever he was fucking tiny, he had very, very sort of, what do you call it? Very straightish hair. As soon as he became a teenager, Jufro.
Dude.
What the fuck? Did they replace his hair follicles genetically?
He was perming.
Gel.
Was he?
Hair gel.
He was? I thought he just had...
He's a teenager in America in 2012.
It's hair gel.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was a Zach Braff quiff.
No, it was a fucking Jufro.
You're a Jew for
I've seen Andrew Garfield and other things. He's always got that hair.
Yeah, it's
You're
called hair gel.
anti-Semitic.
No, he's had it in... What's the nickname for it? He's had... No, Andrew Garfield naturally has hair like that. It sort of
So
just...
does my friend Mark.
Did he start off having, straight hair?
Well, obviously
started
they
off
didn't start
bald.
shooting this 12 years ago.
They did not have continuity between child actor hair and adult actor hair,
They
and
also
I want my
didn't have
money back.
contact
Kind of
between eye
hard
colour.
to do that.
They also didn't have continuity between eye colour.
That's actually true, yeah.
That's even worse. Motherfuckers.
Also,
Yeah, fucker mothers.
now, Oscorp, massive multi-billion-dollar international corporation that deals with stuff like military research, biochemical research, and they don't even photo ID the intern.
Yep.
Not a single one of them had a photo on their name
No,
tags.
that security guard just wanted fired. She was on her last. It was her last day before retirement because she knew for a fact that he wasn't that guy. She didn't even stop him to say.
And their giant statue of Norman Osborn, because they didn't cast him, actually they forgot to put a head in. And you notice the Osborn building, at least it seems, it was pretty much the location from Gremlins 2. They even had their own crazy biological, animal mutating laboratory in that as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's the building from Gremlins 2.
You have your own crazy animal mutating biological laboratory.
Well, obviously I'm the building from Gremlins 2 as well. Who isn't?
Nicola.
Lesbians.
Lesbians everywhere.
Yes, we need more of them.
I don't know. I'm getting a bit sick of this pandering to the bisexuality community in these films.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You love it.
You're
I'd also like to point out that because he stole that guy's ID, he took away his internship, which means that's it now. He doesn't have a good reference for university.
probably-
He has destroyed this man's life.
That young Latino guy who couldn't speak English very well, so he has been left sort of that he was probably got that as some sort of a special thing because he got excellent
Part of a
grades and
scholarship.
stuff. Yeah, he ruined life. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
He's destroyed that life.
Peter Parker is scum.
Our hero.
Also, this is something I can't let go of. Whenever he's testing his web shooters,
Yeah.
the first thing he does when he jumps off the building is he web shoots off a helicopter. Now, helicopters are very delicately balanced. So
Yeah.
that sudden pull in the weight would have dangerously overbalanced that helicopter.
I'm gonna have to
And
argue
you
with
could
that.
see it was in between several buildings, so that pilot, no matter how skilled he was, would not have the time to correct it, and that would have crashed.
I'm gonna have to argue with that. I've played Arkham City a lot, and you can do it, and it's fine.
That's a
I
video
played
game.
Spider-Man 2 a lot, and you can do it.
I know Arkham City is a video game, but it's just as unreal as the film because none of it's real life. So therefore, it's fine.
So your argument is it's not real, so you can do anything? Why couldn't Spider-Man fly?
Because Spider-Man didn't want to fly.
Yeah, he
Although-
did, because he caught one.
Although Spider-Man,
He can
Ooh,
fall with
touche.
style.
Spider-Man, do a video game, but do it basically based it on the mechanics of playing as Catwoman in Arkham City, but make it less shit.
They did.
Spider-Man 1 and 2 were really good.
They haven't
video
done it
games.
since then. Though. That's why I'm saying they should do it now. Use the Arkham City engine.
Spider-Man 3 for the Wii was a piece of shit, and you should feel bad if you ever played it.
Well, everything to do with Spider-Man 3 is
Can't
bad.
remember the name of this game, but it was a massive sandbox like the.
Why
like
was
that
there
in
no
Arkham
Bruce
City.
Campbell?
Spider-Man the movie 1. It was the movie game tie-in.
You sure? No, I'm sure there wasn't a game tie-in.
No, it definitely was because I played it, and it was a great
Right,
big
movie
sandbox
tie-in?
game.
The Crane Dad
Okay.
should have been played by Bruce Campbell. I could have accepted it then.
The Crane guy should have been played by Stanley.
No, Stanley
Also,
had a
did
good
anyone
time.
else notice that whenever the wee boy was in the car and it slapped in, it's now on fire, the wee boy's down at the dashboard.
Because a dumbass.
Yeah, and the car's on fire. You notice that he's actually sitting, lying on a blanket of fire?
The fire was on the other side of the windscreen, I'm guessing.
No, there's fires right beside
Do
him.
you notice the evil Indian guy may or may not be dead? He's
Yeah,
sort
he
of-
was never mentioned again now that you mention it.
He's like splat against the front. Is he dead? Is he, is he still hanging there? Will he wake up like 3 weeks later going all like, oh, why am I still hanging here? I just wanted to be evil. Oh.
Probably
Except
no,
he won't
he
yell,
could have went
"Oh,
on
why
over
am
to
I
them.
still hanging here?" Because he had the most awfully done accent I've heard in a while.
Don't be racist.
I'm not being racist. That guy's accent was terrible.
I think that guy, he's going to become the Hobgoblin. Or the Scorpion, or Craven the Hunter. He's Craven,
Craven
the
the
Hunter.
Hunter. Except Craven was white.
Don't be racist.
I'm not being racist. A black Craven would make no sense. The point was he went.
It's Indian Craven, not Black Craven. Indian.
Indians are black.
Stop being racist.
I'm not being racist. Craven was a British man who went down.
Why was he wearing like crazy, I don't know, capes?
Because he's Come back here.
No!
That,
I have no idea who
that-
you're on about, so I just kind of left the
that
conversation
Indian
there.
guy is going to become War Machine.
There is a War Machine. Did you know they were gonna digitally add Stark Tower into the background of one of the shots, but they sort of ran out of either time or money, and so they because they had this sort of deal with the guys who make the Marvel movies that it's gonna happen in a future one that they're gonna have like Oscorp Tower in the back of one of the Avengers or Iron Man movies,
Oh,
just as
that's
a little
really
nod
cool.
to each other. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Are we boring you that much that you're drawing a smiley face on the one screen?
My windscreen. No, I think that would actually ruin the film though, because in that case, why would none of the Avengers help with the lizard?
Because obviously they're all from the Flying Fortress,
Yeah.
having keggers.
Yeah. It's just a little the same for the same reason that that Iron Man did not give a shit whenever something was happening in New Mexico with Thor. I know Iron Man 2 was happening at the same time, but still, fuck it.
But it's New York. It's
Okay, in
for
Iron
sure.
Man 3, why will Incredible Hulk, Captain America, or Iron Man not turn up to help Iron Man in Iron Man 3?
Because Captain America was
You
frozen,
just says
the
why-
Incredible Hulk was hiding out in Africa or India. Or
No,
something.
in Iron Man 3, which is
Oh.
being
You
filmed
just
right
said
now.
why would Iron Man not show up to help Iron Man in Iron Man 3?
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's Tony Stark and he's a badass.
No, see, Iron Man has robotic duplicates in the comics. He even has life model decoys. They even made a joke about it in the Avengers. Why wouldn't Iron Man save Iron Man?
Because Iron Man's a cunt and Iron Man knows this.
Oh, there was one of the comics Linkara mentioned recently. No, it wasn't Linkara.
Battle for Bloodhood.
No. No, it wasn't Linkara.
Depending
He
on when this
referenced
goes
it
up,
once.
that might be incredibly dated.
Was it correct?
Will be.
I can't mind, but anyway, it was how one of Iron Man's suits gained sentience and became an abusive partner, basically.
Obsessive, yeah, like that.
I think
yeah.
we've gone off on a track.
We have. Okay, so what other highly illegal things has Spider-Man done in this
There
film?
was a kid who had straight hair and he became all curly hair.
You've said that.
I know, it does not make sense. This is like someone turning from, I don't know, David Tennant into Tom Baker. In reverse, it makes sense after a couple of other ones, but no.
Well, yeah, but that has completely
Can I
cellular
have David
regeneration.
Tennant and Tom Baker? Also, Spider-Man had the best ass I have ever seen on any superhero. Fuck me, I would do him in a nutshell. Jesus, it was an amazing ass.
Yeah, well.
It was-
Also,
oh.
did you love all the pictures he got of the people in spandex when he was planning his suit? Ass, 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 ass.
Ass. Also, Gwen Stacy was kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy.
Also, she's what, 16, 17, and she's showing a tour group around a biochemical lab?
She's an intern. They get all the shit jobs.
Gwen Stacy, it's like, her character hasn't really been seen since the 60s,
True.
except for like Spider-Man 3 where they completely did something else with her. So that's why
I'm booking more and I can't do anything.
that's why she dresses like she's from the 60s.
I thought she was hot.
I know, but she's got a very 60s sense of style.
Can I have Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're the mistress.
Not right now. Child.
What was
Hair.
the name of the mouse they tested it on?
Frank.
Frank.
No, Fred and Wilma. Fred ate Wilma.
Oh, God!
Fred ate Wilma.
I
That
didn't
was
get
kinda
that
funny.
reference.
Fred ate Wilma and turned into a dinosaur.
He did dinosaur mouse. It was hilarious. It looked like something that should have been in the
I
Flintstones.
missed that. That's awful.
Fred ate Wilma.
I'll eat you.
Cunnilingus jokes.
Nom nom.
Who needs cunnilingus jokes? We can have actual cunnilingus.
Wow, that was a quick 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
You're obviously very skilled.
Oh, thanks.
I also like the nod to the musical. My baby. She drops the wine and he swings over and grabs the wine.
Spider-Man the musical was shit and you should feel bad for knowing about it.
A freak.
I only know about it because I watched the review.
freak like her needs company.
That's better.
Okay.
What do you mean the baby thing? And what's okay? I'm lost.
Okay, in the musical, there's a scene where they're doing the montage and you hear, my and a baby falls down, and this giant cardboard Spider-Man hand comes into shot and catches the baby. This is in the montage where they have all the cardboard
That's
cutouts.
in the
of
musical, I
Spider-Man.
hope.
Yes.
Okay.
In this, a character screamed "my baby" while dropping her baby, and Spider-Man caught it, and Nicholas saying it's a reference.
It might just be a reference to a typical bit of heroism that
It
is
might
seen
just
in
be a
film.
reference to fucking Spider-Man, where he's done that hundreds of thousands of times.
Everyone's dropping fucking babies in New York.
I know.
Sort it out, NY.
I'm surprised people are alive there.
Also, do you think they're holding off the murder to another film?
Murder?
Yeah, the guy who shot Uncle Ben. He never found him.
No, they quite often doesn't find him different versions of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
or he just jails him. He's probably never gonna find him.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be like Joe Chill, and depending on the incarnation, Joe Chill who killed Batman's
I
parents,
thought he
but often
found-
never found.
We find a bizarre number of long-haired, very similar-looking Australian sort of tinged.
One of
white
them looked like
American guys.
Seth Green. Well, in the trailer, I thought he was Seth Green.
I know, but they all looked the same, and they were all criminals. Small knives are his only weakness.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Oh no, small knives, they're my only weakness. Seriously, dude. Oh, yeah, go out the window. Good idea. Yeah.
It's
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I'm glad he never fucked Gwen Stacy, because the montage of him breaking shit and stuff shows that he has a bit more super strength than Spider-Man ever had.
no. Spider-Man could lift a car.
Well, that bathroom was built of shit. But he obviously
If you could lift a car, I think you can probably break something in the bathroom.
not completely accidentally though.
He was tired and sort of,
Well, if he's ever going to fuck somebody, he's going to crumple them. Have you ever heard the theory of man of steel, woman of Kleenex?
yes.
Wait,
It's
is
that.
this the one that was coined in Mallrats or Clerks?
It
No,
actually
it's the one
wasn't.
that was coined in Hitchcock.
It actually wasn't coined for that. There was pornographic. There was a Penthouse article which was done where it was a Superman standing, which was supposed to actually not be Superman technically, just to avoid copyright, and it was actually drawn by one of the classic Superman drawing ones, where he talked about having his problems with having sex with Lois.
Yeah.
It was like in the 60s.
Lois?
Well, if
Lois Lane.
I thought you said Lewis.
Gay Superman has sex with Lois.
Lewis, yes.
As in
Linkara has sex with
LEWA.
gay Superman.
And that's a libel suit. But
I
no,
think Lewis would take that as a compliment.
but
This is
no.
going to end up on Twitter. Someone tweet at him.
No, but my point is, if he has that little control over his own super strength, what's he going to be like in bed?
Well, it's the first time he has it. He's barely
Well,
awake.
it'll be the
He's
first
a
time he
fish.
has sex.
He'll have spider babies.
Yes, like
There
in
is
the
a
comics.
movie called Spider Baby. And then he'll give birth to himself.
Why not demon fetuses?
Spider Baby.
But demon fetuses are fine.
And then he'll die, and then he'll be cloned and have a clone with the exact same memories as him, who's a girl, and then he'll get replaced by a black kid. I've seen the future of Spider-Man.
Then he'll be a black Muslim guy in France.
Et français?
See, I'm actually referencing the Ultimate series, and
Yeah.
you're not.
I'm
So
actually
get out
not-
of the car.
It's my
Go,
fucking-
get out of that fucking car. Go.
No.
No, you are hereby banished from the kingdom of the car.
It's my car. I'm the king.
No,
You can't be a regicide.
yes I can.
Oh.
Go.
No, I'm actually referencing Spider-Man comics. There's a black Muslim Spider-Man in Paris.
That's Batman.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't care anymore.
Yes, he's one of
I'm
Batman.
going to go and
International.
read Civil War again.
Get out of the fucking car. Good. Well, now that he's gone,
He did actually just gonna leave the kid.
There.
I got the feeling that someone's watching us.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, dear.
So you can for going out of the car.
She's shouting at me. I think we really went
Oh,
off track
she's a
again.
dog.
Yeah, I think we've been going for like 20 minutes.
I think that's long enough.
Spider-Man was fine. It was better than Spider-Man 1. It was better than Spider-Man 3. It was roughly as good, not quite as good maybe as Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire actually, the Raimi Spider-Man I think played Peter Parker better, but this one definitely played Spider-Man better. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a good movie.
I
It's
thought
worth
he
going to watch.
captured the sarcasm of the Spider-Man that's usually portrayed in the comics. The villain was rather good. The motivation, you could see that he was going a wee bit mad. The little schizophrenic conversation he has while he's in the sewers went rather well.
I would have preferred it if
It was
this had
better
been,
than
Hard Rosamund.
the Goblin version.
They should have made this the fourth Spider-Man, because the first, the Raimi ones,
I think they just wanted rid of Tobey Maguire and all.
well, they could have recast and everything. They wouldn't even if they'd kept the guy just playing the same guy playing Connors, because Connors turned up in the
Yeah.
previous Spider-Man films, like all three of them. They should have given, it would have given sort of, I'm fighting, mentor type guy a lot of weight.
I think they should have got rid of Tobey Maguire. Like, Tobey Maguire gets shot, Spider-Man dies, this guy's the new Spider-Man. I thought that would have been good.
Or Spider-Man, he gets sent undercover and he has to pretend to be in high school, and he falls in love with another person called Gwen Stacy, because Mary Jane's, I don't know, she got turned into a robot.
But we all love Mary Jane.
She got turned into a robot.
You're a robot.
Not right now.
Getting a little bit nonsensical here, people.
No, it was a good film. Go and see it if you like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fucking child with a different type of hair than the adult. It's ridiculous.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
No.